Alright, so after goofing around a little bit in the last episode, I decided that I think I want to play through all of the scenarios. We haven't done that yet. And besides the tutorial, it's the only achievement that I don't have in the game just yet. We're still waiting for the update, so I don't want to start a new series, so to say. So let's go through each of the scenarios. I did take a look before, and there isn't really a good representation for all of the scenarios on YouTube at the moment. So if we can categorize it for myself and for you guys, that's probably a good idea. So with it going straight last time around, not the hardest one, to be honest. Just two straight lines. I don't think this is news to anyone, so yeah, we're just gonna continue with Divergence today, and I think that is going to be pretty good. I'm gonna try to let you guys get some information about the game as well, so give you guys some tips and tricks as we go here as well. Making even these earlier built-in scenarios actually quite easy to do. If you have any like specific scenarios that has been made by the community, I don't think there is very many, but if you have anyone, let me know and maybe we'll do some videos on that as well. So let's just kick off the Divergence one, and I think this one is going to be fairly easy. I think it's just 2 lanes and they just have to go in different directions. So you click on them, they will tell you exactly where they need to go, and that's about it. So this guy needs to go over here. So that's a fairly easy one. You just do that. This one is going to be fairly easy as well. And you want these to join as late as possible, preferably with some runway. And you don't need that many of the signals either, which is kind of nice. So we'll do that, we'll do this, we'll do that, and we'll do that. I think that's going to be pretty good. Probably these easier ones are not really so that you have to worry that much about them. You can optimize a little bit by putting the signals on each one of these. The thing that you can keep in mind here, and something that I actually forgot from my previous episodes, is that, or episodes, not so much episodes, but yeah, if you connect these to where it connects right here, that will actually be slower than you having a signal right here and then connecting these like that. And the reason for that is actually quite simple. So I'm gonna reset the trains here. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Come on, go away. There you go. There you go, mister. And then we'll do that. So yeah, that should be pretty good. And then I think that's kinda everything that we need to do. We of course want to have a signal here as well, and the only thing this does is to make sure the trains can leave from here when the train gets to here. Otherwise we would be standing 1 tile further away, technically making it a little bit slower. But yeah, pretty good. Let's kick that off. I do think that should cover the need here. Fairly certain this should be able to do it. So that's 80 and then we have 90. So these are fairly easy, just some small optimizations that you can do if you want to push beyond the 90. So to say, we got 94 here, and I think that's pretty good. So if we continue now, I thought it would take us to the next one. Apparently not. Apparently not. In that case, let's go back to the main menu, I guess, and just go to scenarios. And we are then going to go with the cross one. Actually, I want to show something. This is really fun. I fixed some random bugs while the game is running. Have you guys had the game crash while it's not running? I haven't. I haven't. Alright, so Alpaths should be connected. Makes sense. This is going to be a cross instead. So these guys need to go to each of one of them, and these guys just need to cross each other. And you might notice that we actually do have bridges. So fairly simple anyway. We're actually gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. And we're gonna have a bridge. 3 tiles in between, something like that. And just connect these two. Get ourselves which direction? Always from the green one. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna delete this one. And we're gonna put one on each end of the bridge here, and then one at the bottom as well. That will just make it a lot easier. I found that in the game, I don't want to put signals this close. In this game, it actually helps. It actually makes it a lot easier to win the game if you just leave 2 tiles in between each one of them. That's usually too tight in the actual game, but for this, it worked pretty well. Honestly think having 1 tile in between might work as well. If you just fill up the track with signals, I don't think that's going to be an issue really. Once you get into like more elaborate intersections and things, I think you're gonna see a lot more impact and more importance in how you place the signals. But yeah, let's run that. I'm not that worried. I think we're gonna get 130. There's no way we don't, to be honest. These are so simple. That's actually 149, so that's way more than I even needed. Cool. Click next. So here we have a station. And our job here is to press an entrance and exit to see where the trains need to go. So these guys just needs to go here and they need to deliver to here. If we look at the station, I think I did this before and I completely messed this up because I didn't realize how these work. Never mind. I think I messed this up. Why can I not build... Isn't this the one where I was able to... No, this is clearly not the one where I am able to actually build a station. Okay, let's reload this then. I jumped ahead. I thought this was the one where you could actually expand the station, but no, that's not an option. You can, however, add 1 more tile to there. That gives us at least a few more that can deliver. And then... This is the first section where you actually have... It's not what we wanted. Yeah, this is the first section where we have... Come on, delete that. Thank you. No, delete it. Thank you. Yeah, this is the first time where we have the chain signal. So that is going to change this around a little bit. I wonder if it's worth it to... I think I want to extend these a little bit. And just do this. Get rid of that guy and do something like that. Don't need you to change signals there. Now you'll see that the actual signals is a little bit more important when we're working with these stations. All of a sudden they actually do make a difference. You should be one of those and one of those. And it looks like... Okay, so if you stop there, all of these seems to be close to the amount of tiles we have here. So these guys should be able to stop in 1 segment. Yeah. Okay. That's good. And we can have 2 there. We can have that set up. And I think that should be pretty good. I do believe that should work. Yeah. So that should be a basic setup for this. Unfortunately, we will have some issues in the outgoing here. And that's mainly because, yeah, it's kind of merging 3 lanes into 1, right? So the only thing that we could kind of do to improve that would be to have them all go all the way out. But we'll run it like this and then we'll do some improvements afterwards if we are not reaching the 3 stars there. But we should be close at least. We should be close at least. That's 15. So 20, 30, 35, 36. Yeah, so that actually worked out pretty well. What I would do if I didn't actually reach this is I would extend these and just have them merge on the last tile here. That would allow them to get speed, and then anyone who will be going through will be probably going at somewhat reasonable speed at least. So that should be pretty good. But yeah, 36, I'm just gonna take that. I don't think we need to worry that much about it. don't think we need to worry that much about it. So that is the first 4. I think we can do the roundabout as well. That way we made it through the first 5 missions here, if we include the first little meme session we had last time. And this one is a little bit more interesting. So everyone needs to go to the rightmost one as well as the next coming one. So you'll see that all of them have that exact direction to go. Except for this one. He needs to go to here as well as here instead of this one. Everyone else has that same... Actually? Yeah. Everyone else has the exact same pattern except for this guy. So him, I'm actually gonna start by doing this. And this is going to be just a roundabout, just like the map mentions. So we'll do that. He's also going to be allowed to go here. Okay, I keep messing up the buttons in this game all of a sudden. There we go. There we go. And he's just going to go around this way. And that's simply for him to be able to skip this station. So we don't have to have those trains on that route as well. And everyone else can just combine them like this. We could actually do this just to show up of a functionality that I've seen mentioned in the game every now and then. Actually, that's not the best idea. Maybe I will do that at a later time. I'll just leave you guys hanging for now. And yeah, catch another episode if you want to see that displayed. Not gonna do that today. So we'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll do you to here. Don't want you to connect weirdly though. Yeah, you can use control quite a bit to control how trains are moving, which is really nice. And then these, that's not at all what we wanted. These are just going to do this. And then you are going to get off there, and these are going to go onto here and in here. Generally don't think we need this, so this one is probably not needed. Let's delete that for now. We might want to add that in eventually, but for now I'm just gonna delete that. And then this one is going to go up to there, and I think we have everything connected now, the way it needs to be. So let's slam down some signals here. Again, I'm just gonna go with 2 tiles in between. We did find that to be a good selection to begin with there. And I have no intent to do anything other than that. Even though in the actual game I would do something differently. We'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. Add you guys, add... That's not it. That. Do this. Do that. This might be a little bit overkill, to be honest. Little bit overkill, but that's fine. Okay, so where are you willing to go and why are you not going? Because we don't have anything in between those two. That makes sense. We do have there, we do have here. These are split out. I think that should do pretty well. We might as well add one there as well, just to say we have it. And that should cover the majority of all this, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. What we could do here to improve this is to have these guys go here instead. And what that allows us to do is to... Come on. Go there. We can have those two in there. And then we can allow them to only pass here if they can actually leave for their specified way they need to go. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so what I mean is that now they will be waiting here until they can either leave the map through this place or they can go to the left. So this will be our choke point for sure, just because these guys actually need to go up here instead of down here. And yeah, one way that we could improve that is you can see that both of these, for example, want to go out to the right. We could have this guy just go straight over to here. And we could do that for all of them. So this guy could also just go straight to here. Same thing with this guy right to here. That would be a fairly decent idea. But I think we're gonna try to run it like this, and then we'll do that if it doesn't work out. So it doesn't look great actually. We're up to 100 and that's about as far as we made it. So yeah, I think the issue we're having is definitely with this choke point, and also here actually. This choke point is not that great, to be honest. So we're going to continue with this one. And we're gonna try to get rid of all of these choke points that we have. So these guys are going to go here. Like that. You are going to go over here. And what you could do here is to even move them back further. That could be an option as well. But I'm going to go with this now, and then we'll move them back even further so they are not holding up each other on here. Unless they have to. And you are also going strictly to right here, so you can have them do that. Again, important to remember signals. You're missing signals somewhere, that's an easy way to lose this. There we go. That should cover those. And then here we're gonna need some signals as well. And where do we have the actual lockup now? It is still right here. Yes, it's this one that is slowing everything down all the time. I wonder why where did you actually come from? Like, are these not using this section of the train route somehow? That might be what's happening. Maybe this guy is preferring the right one every now and then, and that slows it down significantly. Let's let this run for a little bit and see what happens. It should clear up quite a bit. Yeah, so that is looking better. It's still this that is slowing down substantially. That is a hard look. Why does that happen? So you are locked because you want to go there. These... Okay, why did you allow yourself to continue? Oh, because this guy is too close to everything. Okay. What if we do a small... I'm gonna try to run this first. I do know this produces a hard lock, but I imagine this is still going to be better than a last cut. I do think we should get above 100. We might even make the... yeah. I think we would have if we didn't get the hard lock here. And I think the easiest way to get around that, I'm actually gonna see if we can just fix that really easy. Just by doing that. I'm gonna get rid of those, and we're gonna get rid of this. The reason for that is because this is very, very busy, so joining directly after is not that beneficial. Not the best idea. If we do that, that might actually be everything that we need for the 130 here. You want to kind of split up your bottlenecks every time. And this should do that. Yeah, so that it just barely does the 131, which is really nice. I will show you guys what my other idea was. Alright, so here we have a little bit of a different idea of a intersection or a roundabout. So here I'm using a really, really small roundabout instead. Which means that we will have more people standing around in the middle here. But they will also be able to leave a lot easier. This is actually a good example of the thing that I wanted to show up before. So you can see that we have different signals right here. But we don't have any signals in between these, for example. But you can see in the signal view that we still have split up blocks. So the game is kind of by itself identifying that, hey, I can't put a signal in between here, right? And gives us a free signal. Same thing right here. So we can't put the signal right here, so the game gives us a free signal here. Meaning that trains are able to pass on this one together with this one, even though there's no signal in between these two. This one is not that impactful. It doesn't do as much. But for this one, it's more or less crucial. This one is only standing still because it needs to go down to the right here. So yeah, this is another way of doing it. I don't think we'll get the same score for this. Actually, I think the score will be significantly worse for this. But I guess we'll see how it goes. I do believe that it will actually be significantly worse. Yeah, you can see that it's 113. The way that we can improve this is that we can get rid of all of the trains. And then we can, instead of having this signal right here, I can split off the trains there, and we can have them do this. And you'll see that the impact of this is actually significantly greater than what you would expect. And that's simply because what we had before was a lot of trains were just standing here waiting to be able to pass out to the right or to the left. If we allow them to instantly split, that means that we will not have as many trains standing around waiting for the other lane to move. Which is going to be a lot better. Come on, go away. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm gonna set this up and then I will show you guys the actual difference here. Scratch that. You think I'm this clever guy on the internet who knows everything about the game? No, I'm just an idiot, just like everyone else. What's actually the problem here is that this guy didn't actually have a way to get out. So he couldn't get to here. So we were technically running on 3-cylinder instead of the 4 we have. This should improve that a little bit. I do believe this should be the optimal solution. I still think that the big roundabout might actually be a little bit better. But I guess we'll see. I think we'll have too many trains just standing around doing it this way. I don't think we can actually get to 3 stars in a good... Yeah, you see, that's just 129. There is probably some small optimizations that we can do. But I do really believe that the fastest way to do this is with the big roundabout that we had. So where we were actually moving these, I guess I never actually did a save for that. Alright, here we go. The game actually did save for me, so we should be able to go there. Yeah, I do think that this is the best solution where you're trying to split up the bottlenecks as much as possible. I do believe that to be the best way of doing it. One way that you might be able to improve this even is if you're able to split this intersection further away from this. So maybe if you can drag these, maybe push it in a little bit, make it a little bit smaller here. And what you might see is that if you get rid of this bottleneck here, you don't have to combine this one with the outgoing here as well as the forward going there. I think that might be a little bit better. But Yeah, I don't know if that would be the way to do it then. Not sure. Not sure. Either way, that's the first 5 scenarios. We'll be continuing. I probably won't be doing 5 in each episode. We'll probably do a few less than that. I want to keep these maybe around like 20-minute mark. I think this one has been significantly longer than that, but yeah, 15-20 minutes per episode I think would be kind of good. Let me know in the comment distraction. Let me know in the comment distraction. Yes, that's usually what my comments and descriptions are. Just generally construction or destruction, I guess. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see something in particular. If you want to see them split up each for one episode and we'll make them shorter, or if we should continue with these shorter descriptions and then combine them into one. Would be really interesting to know. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I do hope that you have clicked that subscribe button, because there will be more coming. I'm just waiting for the update. Once that drops, we will be definitely doing more Sweet Transit. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.